Y'all, Dean Satilli here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead and music news, reporting on Musica Universalis at the American Museum of Natural History. I want to thank Team Mickey for the invite to the media preview, the press event on Thursday night, and it was a great event. Mickey got a team of strong, intelligent women running his show, and I want to thank them for the invite. It started out interesting. We entered on the 77th Street entrance, which kind of means to get to the event you had to walk through the whole museum after it was closed, which museums are amazing places when they're open, but they're even cooler after they close. It was like Robin Williams' night at the museum. I took the long way to the event. I wandered all around that place. I figured if security chased me out of there, told me I had to go, I'd go. But until that happened, I took the long way getting to the event. I got to see, well, a good piece of the museum after it closed, and that was, in and of itself, was an interesting experience. And so I end up on the elevator, and I'm talking to this young cat that I meet on the elevator. He got this incredibly familiar face. And anyway, cool young cat, and I said, what brings you to the event? And he said, my dad's played with Mickey Hart. He suggested I check it out and tell Mickey he said hi. And I said, who's your dad? And he said, Branford Marsalis. Hot dog, you know, like, and then I looked at his face, he looked exactly like his dad, and that's where the familiar thread, that's where that came from. And boy, if you want to talk about somebody who maximized the impact of their stage time with the Grateful Dead, well, Branford is that guy. He didn't play a whole lot of nights with the Grateful Dead, but the nights he did, you know those nights by heart. But you know those dates by heart. We've listened to them over and over again, so great to meet Reese Marsalis, a great young guy, and very cool to see him. I encouraged him to keep up with his piano playing, you know. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, we get the night started in the R Senses exhibit, and the R Senses exhibit was fascinating, right? Number one, they're playing, you know, loops from Ramu are playing during the exhibit, and Meyer sound equipment's everywhere, and where I see Meyer sound, I see happiness, and I hear happiness. And Meyer sound had the place all wired up and reinforced for the exhibit and the experience. A very immersive, interactive experience about how our nervous system processes, you know, but the information, you know, that helps us relate to our, you know, the planet we live on via our senses. And I thought that was fascinating. It was interactive. It was, you know, you were able to really get in there and participate with the exhibit, and they had just the right amount of, you know, psychedelic in there mixed in, and just a really fascinating experience. So from there we move into the planetarium, and you know, the planetarium's not very big, so wherever you are in the planetarium, you're going to be pretty close to Mickey. And we walk in, and there it is, the sacred beam of life. And you know, we've known it all along, us Deadheads. You know, Mickey's full Vulcan. We've known that from the beginning. So for him to be involved in this thing and space and the history of the universe, it's no surprise to us. We've known Dr. Spock all along. Mickey should have come out with the pointed ears and the blue t-shirt and the whole 9 yards. But he didn't. But we knew it all along as Deadheads. And, you know, the whole thing gets started. Mickey comes in, he's behind the sacred beam of life, and he starts playing the hell out of the universe, right? We start at the Big Bang, we move all the way to current, and it's like Grateful Dead Morgan Freeman is what it's like, because Mickey's narrating the universe. The clip that they're playing has Mickey narrating it, and while that's playing, he's playing the universe on the beam. And you know that beam is putting out 15 cycles of low end, and you know, Meyer sound's got the place reinforced, and boy is that feeling good, you know, so you can really feel the universe as it unravels. And what a time we have with that experience. So we go from the Big Bang all the way to current, and you know, they tie it in so that first we talk about that universal intelligence, right, that's unfolding and developing and constantly, and in a state of breathing in and breathing out. And then that moves to that piece of universal intelligence that's resident in us, innate intelligence, with the brain and how the brain works. And before there's Mickey's brain from the scan in the planetarium. Mickey's playing his brain, right? So this is a good time in the planetarium. And Mickey's in command of the beam, playing the universe and his brain. So really, just a very different, unique, and engaging experience. They had the Q&A afterwards. You know, they have the Carter Emmert's there. He's the director of astrovisualization. And I don't know how you become a director of astrovisualization, but you know, but if you want to talk about a kid that when he was young rubbed his eyes and liked what he saw and but took that idea and ran with it, but that's Carter. He's apparently a very intelligent guy. He's worked with NASA and he's there at the museum, and he did a wonderful job with astrovisualization. They had Robert DeSalles, the curator, there for the Our Senses exhibit, and involved in that. And Dr. Adam, that teaches at University of California, is working on with Mickey on, you know, on the brain stuff, and you know, and how frequencies and tone and tuning of, you know, affect the brain and can alter the brain. And just really a night that was well worth the time spent. And I would highly recommend, if you're in the New York area, it's a beautiful day today, you know, a great day to be in New York. If you're in the area, I would encourage you to get tickets. You got the ways and means. You should get tickets to this event. You can get them at mickeyhart.net, or you can go to the museum's webpage, the American Museum of Natural History's webpage, and purchase them there. If you use the code MickeyFF, you get $75 off the price of your ticket. And well worth it if you can make it. So, love you forever. Get to the Hayden tonight. Limited amount of tickets. So, anyway, love y'all. See you.